Alright, what's up guys? It's Jacob, and this will be the first video in a series of videos about my hip recovery. So, to give you guys a backstory on it, about a year and a half ago I was working out with the trainer out in Lake Mary, and it was leg day. We were doing leg press, which is one of my favorite workouts. I believe we were doing 350 pounds for 20 reps, and I don't have the best hip flexors in the world, and I brought my leg up to get set to start my set for leg press, and my hip flexor, sometimes if I open it up too wide, it'll tighten up, and all I have to do to loosen it is stand up, walk around for a little bit, and I'm fine. And so that happened when I did it, and I was set and I couldn't get up. So in my mind I was like, okay, sorry, there was a car honking a horn. If I push out on leg press, it should just be the same as standing up, but it wasn't, and I tore my hip labrum. I didn't know it at the time, but fast forward a few months, and when I went from sitting to standing, I was having some hip pain, and I was like, I should probably go get this checked out, and then I never did. And fast forward to this past October, I finally went to an orthopedic center and saw a doctor. He did a few tests, took an x-ray, and thankfully nothing's fractured, but he did say that I do have a torn hip labrum. And so I've been dealing with that for a few months, and now tomorrow, actually, I'm going to be going to get, it's an MRI with arthrogram, which is like, it's a procedure where, you have an MRI, but before your actual MRI test, what they do is they inject fluid into your hips, so that way they can get a more diagnostic view of the joints and everything, and all the ligaments. And my doctor wanted to do that so he could see how bad my tear really is. So I'm a little bit nervous for the test tomorrow because me being me, I went on YouTube and I'm like, I'm interested in all medical things since I work in the medical field. So let me just see what the test looks like. And as soon as I saw the needle, I kind of started to panic a little bit, because the first needle is when they inject the lidocaine, which is like a local anesthetic, into your hip, and that one's not bad. I've had that a few times before for some of my minor surgeries. But the needle for where they inject the fluids into your hip, it was probably maybe 5-6 inches long, and it wasn't super thick, thankfully, but at the same time it's going right next to my hip bone, and I've never had something like that before, so it's going to be an experience. And I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride. Fingers crossed after my MRI, and I guess my doctor, hopefully he says I won't need surgery, but if I need surgery, that's fine. I'll just have to roll with it, and it'll make some great content for you guys. I mean, not the best content, but it's content nonetheless, and any content is good content, I guess. Unless you break your bone, then that's not good. Anywho, next time I pick up this camera and record, it'll probably be tomorrow. Tomorrow on my way to the office to get my wonderful MRI with arthrograms. And I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Alright guys, back at home, and I originally recorded this clip for the video maybe 2 days ago, but when I was watching the footage and editing it, I realized that the camera was out of focus, and so I'm just like, I gotta scrap it. And so now I'm basically just re-recording what I said on Friday. So I got my hip MRI thing done on Tuesday the 14th, I believe it was, and got the report back on Friday, and basically they kind of said that there's minor blunting and fraying of something. It was a whole bunch of medical terminology, and even though I am in the medical field, I'm not very well versed in the muscle groups of muscle groups and name stuff like that, and I just couldn't really figure it out. But all I know is there's minor blunting and fraying, so I'm going to be going to my doctor tomorrow, and we're going to see what the best course of action is for now, because it didn't say there was a tear in anything, and so now I'm just kind of like putting my hands up in the air like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do, so I don't know, but guess we'll find out in the next video what is going to happen. But until then, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Next video, that's what I meant to say. Whatever. Peace.